Alright everybody, so it's been a little bit since my last video. It's just hard with COVID going on right now to be able to keep up and be doing, stuff every day with my truck. And I'm still new to YouTube and everything. But there's been a couple changes. Obviously the name. I'm big into cars. I'm a big car guy. I'm also big into bourbons and whiskeys and the history of it and everything. So I do want to kind of do like a back and forth on the channel. Do a car video, then a bourbon review, and kind of just maybe go over the history of the bottles or what the bourbon or maybe the brand, whatever. That's kind of my plan. We'll see how it works out and all that. But I'll show you my cabinet, show you like what I have and what will be coming up for review. So, this top shelf's kind of my more rare bottles. Nothing crazy. As you can see, I got Booker's, E.H. Taylor, Eagle Rare, Whistle Pig Katakana, Blanton's, Woodford, some special stuff. Down here, it's kind of just more stuff you can find every day. Old Tub, IW, Tin Cup, Russell's. This one's more of the cheap stuff. Knob Creek, Jim Beam, Weller Special Reserve, Four Roses, stuff like that. Down here are the bottles that either don't fit up top or they aren't bourbons. So, back there you have Redneck Riviera, two different kinds, Blown Brothers, Noah's Mill, Glenlivet, some scotches, some Bruichladdich. So, yeah. So my plan is to do some reviews of those, and kind of just do like some bourbon talk and stuff like that. And so yeah. Now for the point of today's video. So I actually just celebrated my 30th birthday, and part of my birthday gift was an air compressor. It was the Mcgraw 20-gallon air compressor. I've got it out of the box already. As you can see, I'm just going to put the wheels on, and then I'm going to do the break-in procedure. I've also got some other stuff, like a reel, hose. I still need to get a water separator and an air filter for it. So that will be coming up, but I'm just going to get it set up, do the break-in, and I'm going to see how it does airing up the tires on the truck, because those are, I believe, 60 psi in the front and 70 in the rear, something like that. So we'll see how it does. So let's get it put together and let's get that break-in done. Okay, so looking at the directions for the wheels, looks like it's all going to go together like this. Bolt and a washer. You have this center sleeve. It's going to go in like this. And looks like then this will all go together here. And let's see. Try not to lose that washer. Okay. I'll tighten that up. So, looks like both the nut and bolt are 18s, as you can see here. I'm just going to throw this on there and then tighten the other side. One thing I did want to point out, now that both wheels are on and tight, when you look at the directions, there's actually two different sides to the wheels. So you want to make sure that that side is on the inside with the different studs. Alright, so those are both on and tight. So we'll get her lifted up. Alright, next we're going to put the air filter on. There's a spot right here where it threads into. I did put Teflon tape on there. I don't think it's required, but I have seen other people do it, and I have a plethora of it, so might as well. This is also something that probably can just be hand tight, but I'm going to tighten it up anyway. Now that that's done, we're gonna need to add oil. If you can see right here, it's empty right now. We have a fill plug right here. So we'll take that out. We'll throw some oil in there. Alright, so we just added oil. If you can see, the oil line is just about even with the center of that red dot. That's where you want it to be at. If you can see, this is the oil they give you. It used pretty much like 3/4 of it to fill it, so you will use this, pretty much this whole bottle, when you first fill it up. So let's throw the cap back on. And we're just about ready to start it up. Alright guys, so I've got it all set up. It's plugged in. My only extension cord at this time is 100 foot, which it says you probably shouldn't use, but it's all I've got right now. I was going to do this outside in the driveway, but it's just there's no shade in the driveway, so I'm just going to do it in here. Hopefully it's not too crazy loud. But otherwise, oil's in it, air filter's on, it's plugged in, it's ready to go. The drain valve at the bottom is open. And we're supposed to run it for 30 minutes, so let's get her started. Alright, so we got the break-in done. She's all set up. As you can see, we got about 120 psi in the tank right now. Nothing in the line yet, because I'm going to go grab my truck first before I pressurize it, but I got fittings here. It already comes with this one right here. So you just need to get whatever else you're gonna need. But I got this fitting, I got the one over here, because I have a bunch of air tools. I'll show you. I've got my 1/2 inch impact, angle grinder, 3/8 drives. Actually, these are quarters. I have my 3/8 blue, 3/8 impact driver, air chuck. This is like the nice digital Blue Point one. So we're actually going to use this one to air up the tires. So I'm going to grab my truck and we're going to see how well this does filling up the tires with the higher PSI. I'm not sure if it's going to do it. I mean, I bought it for more than just filling up my truck tires. But we'll see. I'd like to see how this thing works with that. So another thing that I did do, if you watch my Instagram, I did change the color of my turbo on the truck. I use this VHT engine metallic. So I did that, and also clear coat on top of it. If you want a great video on how to do the painting, make sure to check out Everything Diesel. He has a great video on painting like metal stuff like the turbo, suspension, stuff like that. That's what I did. I followed his video, so I don't want to take any credit from him. So if you do want to see how to do that, check out his channel. And I'm also going to get some sound clips from the truck because I still haven't yet since I did the 2nd gen swap. So we'll do like a sound clip. I'll drive around a little bit. We'll come back here, test out how the compressor does filling up those tires, and go from there. Cool. Just real quick, just wanted to show you guys the turbo now that it's all been painted. I also moved the oil line to this side because I didn't want it to rub through anything, so I did that, but otherwise that's how it looks, all painted and baked and everything. The truck is already warmed up, so let's go. as you can see, that compressor is actually a champ. It got the rear tires up to 70, no problem. So I'll continue to review it as I go along and use it more, but so far working as it should. So stay tuned for some more.